Hey everybody, Jason here. For RPG A Day 2019, day number 20... forgot already. Day number 22. And the word prompt for day number 22 is lost. Lost, man. That is a good question. Or a good word. Okay. The show, the television show Lost, is a very interesting concept that didn't pan out too well. It created more answers than it, created more questions than it answered, and they didn't have a set ending for it, I don't think. And it got Lindelofted, which is a term that my podcast friends and I came up with. Anything David Lindelof touches, as far as writing, basically it gets Lindelofted. Great concepts, great ideas, and not so great execution. Prometheus is a great example of that. Lost is a great example of that. So it's been a long time since I've watched Lost. I actually started watching the show halfway through its run and finished it, but I never watched the first few seasons of it, and I don't know that would have necessarily made a big deal, although I bet some of the episodes were entertaining. Anyway, the idea with Lost, for me personally, the way I took it, and I think Lost was a very unique show in that it could be interpreted in a number of different ways, because you were never really sure what it was or what was going on. There were things happening, but nobody really knew why or how or anything, so I think a lot of it was left up to debate. But anyway, the general concept behind it was fantastic. I think would make for a really, really cool game campaign or scenario, especially if you were to do like a hex crawl with it, you know, like say, just for example, set in a fantasy world, your players are it's a guy I work with right there walking down the street. Your players are shipwrecked on an island, not the Isle of Dread, although maybe the Isle of Dread was inspiration for Lindelof, I don't know. So your players get marooned on an island, and there's no real way of getting off. They don't know where they're at, and they come across all these weird things, monsters they've never seen or heard of, NPC factions they've never seen or heard of. Like at first they think they're all alone, then they think there might be some other intelligent life on the island. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Maybe there's dimensional portals into other planes of existence, or demi-planes, or something like that. Maybe the whole island is a demi-plane, like Ravenloft or something. And maybe there were civilizations there before. I just think the concept of the TV show Lost would work really, really, really well in Dungeons and Dragons type fantasy world, rather than a modern. I mean, you could do it in a modern world too. Obviously, it worked well for the show, but a different spin on it, a different take on it would be to put it in fantasy, which I think would be pretty unique, pretty awesome. Man, maybe I need to go Wikipedia Lost and read up on it and do something with that, because that sounds very interesting now that I've said it. But anyway, I think Lost would be a great inspiration for a campaign for fantasy games such as D&D. You know, it doesn't matter what edition of it is, any edition of D&D or any other fantasy game, or modern sci-fi future, whatever. Excuse me. Whew. Not enough coffee today. So anyway, that was Lost for me. Not what I was really expecting with that word, and all of a sudden that's what popped into my head, and now I've got my my creative engines running. I'm gonna have to go home and Wikipedia Lost and see if there's a fan Wikipedia fan wiki for it, and put together some sort of scenario or sandbox play, like a hex crawl or something with that. That'd be pretty sweet. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video inspires someone out there to do something with the TV show Lost in a D&D style game. That'll be pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here and film another video here in a moment, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of RPG A Day 2019. Comments, video responses, links below, and peace.